Company, always on the run. A destiny, oh, it's the rising sun. I was born, a shotgun in my hands. Behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it works around here. I am the bad company. Bad influence, bad everything. Oh, well.
I'll second that.
Oh, shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Crazy House, as we call it, the Situation Room. Plenty of a nickname for it, I'm sure. Tonight we're going to be talking about a few different things, including Warpath, the new Judge unit, and I got some questions from the focus group that I was in again. So let's introduce the panel, and then we'll get rocking down these questions and stuff. We're going to start. We got Hydra. We got Killer B. We got Hillary. We got Killer Queen. We got Nutcracker. And, of course, the immortal one, Dr. Phil.
What's up, bitches?
And we got Socrates that is still working on his headset, but I hope he gets it squared away. We got Miss Brandy. We got the Huntsman. And, of course, yours truly, Roy Boy. Now,
Mead.
We have a brand new damn unit, and we're going to talk about that first. Brand new spanking unit. And it's called the Judge. And a lot of people got a lot of questions on it, so we're going to talk about this. First of all, this is the first of every faction will get a defensive unit, so this is the first one. Now, some people already have had it in the base. I faced it twice now. Smoked it both times. If you know what you're doing, you know you can beat that damn thing very easily. Don't know what you're doing, you're going to take some serious losses. But I want to go down the panel and ask, each one of you, what do you think about it so far that you've seen it? You fought against it to get it. So let's go down the panel and ask. Hydra, what do you think of it?
Well, the Judge itself can be very useful for his defensive units, but he also had to figure out, since the space alone is 562, you just got to figure out what you're going to use with it. I'm very interested to see what the other two defensive units that are going to come out with.
I can't wait to see what Corpus comes out with. I love Corpus.
And no, one of them is not going to be named Mead.
Corpus, matter of fact, I think Storm Chaser's seen enough Corpus. He found out what the Phalanx can do firsthand, second hand, third hand, and about 60 other people behind them.
That was funny.
That was awesome. He found out that Phalanx against the base, not, I see he still hasn't figured out what to put in there, and if he does ever figure it out, I love it. I almost told him, but I know there's so many people probably get mad at me. But let's move on. Killa, what do you think of it so far?
Well, I got it builded. I liked it, the standard, 50 gold to level it up, so I took it up 6 levels. But I was kind of shocked at the time, since they wanted us to have this unit for Warpath, that it was 9 days and 2 hours, I believe, the time to build it, and I wasn't going to gold it, so I'm letting it go. I got to see it once in action against a DNK base. I didn't see it shoot until my Ravagers landed because I air panini'd the base with that in there, and about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I killed the blackout because I launched it by mistake, but pretty much limited losses on my air when I hit. I think it'll be good because the space is bad. What is the technical? 185? That would replace 3 technicals in a base. But if that hits ground that good and you put some around, I think you could maybe see the ground rails be adjusted. People might ditch a ground rail or two and go to Hunter and concentrate on the air defense a little bit more if that unit works really good.
You know, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe I'll stick the Hunter in my base, but I just don't know yet. Miss Hillary, what do you think of it?
Miss Hillary.
Well, same thing. Mine's still building, so I haven't really gotten to play with it yet. I'm excited to see what it can do.
I didn't say
I'm
nothing.
gonna play with it. But I'm excited.
Oh boy.
She gets
Just yet either, so the only experience.
I'm sorry.
All right, continue, Miss Hillary.
Sorry, the only experience I have against it then is doing the judge bases.
Okay. Killer Queen, what do you think of it so
The
far?
judge bases were easy. So far, I mean, I think it's good, but I mean, I'm a little concerned about the space size of it. And more than anything, like you said, I'm excited to see what they're going to bring out for the Corpus defensive unit.
Okay, Killer Queen.
My only experience so far is actually just doing the judge bases. Kinda. I needed help. I couldn't get my timing right. Maybe it's because I was hungover. I don't know.
Not my fault.
Excuses.
But whatever. 6 one, half a dozen to the other. I do have the unit. It's in build mode right now. Just seeing what I've seen and heard, what I've heard from other players who do have it. The biggest gripe about it is the rate of fire. And from the time it launches, first round
Socrates, we hear you.
bullet, the first time from its first launch, it's like 6 seconds to impact.
9.
Or 9.
Well, it really depends how far it's got to go. I think the minimum is like 6 seconds. The longest is definitely 9.
What comes back into play again is defensive positioning of your base.
Yep.
It won't shoot that far. You could.
The
you
one
could do
I'm excited to see what they do for as what I call and always will call the survivors faction, the trash bag faction. I want to see what they do for it. That's my biggest excitement is what are they going to do for that?
Well, according to YouTube, some people think Corpus might even be an air defensive unit. That'd be interesting. We didn't have anything for a base of, air-wise. That'd be different.
I'm just curious. I mean, I think Kickstarter's got a good idea going, providing us with a strictly defensive unit. It's just wait and see. Because right now all we have is the judge to pick apart. Once we get the other 2 factions, we can really get down to real comparisons of things.
Well, somebody out there is going to put all 3 in their base.
Hell yeah, if
I wonder if that'll even be possible.
I don't think you'll be able to. I think you're going to only be able to put 1 in it of each.
I think we're going to wait to see. That's for sure. That'll be very interesting. Nutcracker, what do you think of it?
Crap. It's too slow firing, and it's too easy to kill. It's as simple as that. I'm looking forward to Corpus because I said this over a month ago that's what the Corpus will get. Will be an air defense.
See another one. They're all saying air.
I said that over a month ago.
Possibility. Now, Phil, I know you haven't seen it because you refused to log in.
Of course. I'm just here to make a cameo.
Yeah, that's why I brought you on. We needed some cameo moments.
Yeah, of course. What can I do for you?
I'm just going to skip you on this subject, but we're going to get to some other subjects that I think you'll be very interested in chiming in on.
Okay, just before you decide to skip me, what is the unit? What does it do? What is its range?
The giant, well, it's not a giant, Joe. It's basically a defensive unit that you stick in your base. It's supposed to be strictly for your base defense.
Strictly for base defense. Is it limited to base defense?
No.
No,
People
you
have
got
been
strictly for
trying to
base
put it outside the base. They've had base tests outside the base. One guy even tried to test it hitting another guy's base.
Mhm.
That's just trash.
you can't hit another base with it, but you can put it outside your base.
That's fun. They got a video of somebody actually hitting somebody's base with it.
Really?
Okay, that's then they should remove the ability to deploy it at all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
But of course, that's Kicksai for you.
There's a video out there that actually deployed it at somebody's base.
And I'm quite assured that it dropped that guy's base in several seconds.
Actually, no, he got smoked because the person was very smart and ran right into it and just got too
Okay,
close.
that works too. He
Smoked
bumped.
everything.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like another one of these Kicksai monikers with a flashy fucking handle on it, and it'll end up being shit in 2 months.
No, Knuckles, it wasn't a go-go bar test. The actual video that I was sent the link to literally has the damn thing showing the whole video from the moment he attacks the base, pulling up to the base, hitting attack, and deploying it.
Hey, Roy, in that, it says it's a defensive unit. By chance, did that judge stay still and then protect the units it was there to defend and not move in to attack the base itself? You get what I'm saying?
I don't think either way it's going to be a good idea to use it in an attack, but I don't think it's going to be a good idea to put on the outside of your base because that's only that sucker.
Well, plus it's long repair time, probably.
Pretty much. It's going to be a lot of repair time. But all right, Socrates, what do you think of it?
Huh?
Judge, what do you think of the judge?
Oh, yeah. Fuck!
Fucking hell.
Are you fighting right now, Socrates?
Yeah, man. Fucking just got defeated. Fucking, I went somewhere else and lost track of the timer. I always do that. I like it. It challenges you. So, yeah, it's pretty costly if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's something you got to definitely get adjusted to. It's not something you can just put in your base and expect it to do, everything work together well. You got to adjust to it.
Nope. I just want to give a special shout out and thanks to what's his name? Shadow. He came and offered his base, and we were smashing it. He had his judge in there. The Kickside mod. He came to 68. What's his name?
Some dumbass.
But
Shadow something.
Storm Chaser.
Storm Chaser. There we go. Thank you, Storm Chaser.
Okay.
Wait, isn't Storm Chaser one of the new community dudes?
He is the new wrong thinker of wrong thinkers.
Yeah, he came.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to be absolutely honest. Wrong thinker's a good guy and all, but Storm Chaser actually communicates.
And he's on the field, so I respect that a lot.
I respect that too. He's on the field.
He's probably just trying to learn the game because he's been shoved in the position that he doesn't want to be in.
No, he knows the game.
He was
No,
one
he
of the
knows
guys
it.
worked for Wrong Thinker before. He was one of the guys that helped design bases that we used to love to hate.
No, he's one of those twats.
Yeah, so one of the ones that loved to challenge us to the point we wanted to pull our hairs out. Yes.
Yeah, but at least one good thing about him is that he can fix the error code pretty quick.
Yeah, he's been fixing shit pretty quick. I got to give him credit. I got to give him a lot of credit because he's been taking a lot of lumps because there's been a lot of glitches lately. But Kickside has been on top of them, trying to work on them. Well, I'm wanting more information on everyone. In Storm Chasers, he seems like he's on more than the rest of them, to be honest.
He is. I like him.
And he really likes to communicate with the community.
And he's got
Really
a good sense of humor.
He does. Yeah.
We all want to chase his storm.
I just got to give Kickside credit in general right now for the amount of communication they're doing. It's just, I'm just impressed. Just very impressed.
Well, this is what we asked for.
we've been asking for years, but we never thought it was going to actually happen. But now that it's happened, we're all shocked.
True.
Randy, you're up. What do you think of the judge?
Well, I guess once you figure out his timing, it's pretty easy, but it depends on well, the getting it is hard unless you figure that out, or at least you watch some of the YouTube videos. I did one earlier today, and waiting for repair so I could do a couple more. But I mean, the judge base so far, it depends on if you watch the videos. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to really do it on your own without some sort of little feedback.
I'm talking about the unit.
Well, the unit itself, I think it's all about timing. Once you figure out the timing with it, it's probably pretty easy to take down. Like a Storm Chaser's base, I was able to take it down. It just depends on who thinks about it in that manner, like as if it was a jug, and trying to take it down like that, and it should be pretty easy. Because it seems to be more like stable position, like it's not chasing after anything.
Oh, it's not chasing, but it will run. Just ask Whiskey Tango. He ran that thing right all the way to the corner thinking I wasn't going to go kill it, but I did. I stopped killing his base and went for that.
That shit dies fast with Phalanx. That shit can't catch up with
I
it.
had Andre in the jug. One shot of the jug, and it went poof.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I killed it for you. I'm sorry.
I just think it depends on who takes what in and go kill it.
Air Panini it.
I didn't, the air is good. Air is definitely good. Huntsman, what do you think of the judge?
Well, I don't think it's going to be that useful on the base, other than the fact it's just going to take up a lot of room. Because, with your coaching, I was able to take that thing out 1, 2, 3, no problem.
I don't think Storm Chaser was happy when I coached you through that, or everybody else for that fact.
But yeah, it's got that minimum range deal. You get inside that, it's done.
Well, I got a big kick out of it. Storm Chaser that went from using sharpshooters to breachers and realized what breachers are really about. Shit. Because the next guy that hit him when he had breachers in there was like, he was like, that sucked. So
yeah, I remember that.
So,
but as a unit itself, I think it's junk.
now, I think it's going to be one of those units. I'm more waiting for the Corpus one to come out. I think it'll be much more entertaining with Corpus.
Or maybe what if they put a tech out for it where you can put it towards ground or air.
Yeah.
Not for nothing, I'm kind of wondering if it might be part of a three-piece deal where you need all three on your base to really boost up your defenses.
Well, that Knuckles just brought up a good point. It's going to be a lot more helpful in invasion and onslaught. That's for sure.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be, especially in the base during the event, it's definitely going to be a really good unit. And that is a good point. That during invasion and war, the event, if you put that in your base, I guarantee it's going to do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of damage.
And because that thing's killing with splash, so it's killing air and ground at the same time with whatever's coming in forward.
Yeah, unless all of a sudden Kickside just starts throwing heralds at us again.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. Let's talk about Warpath before we get into these focus group questions.
Oh yeah, I started a draw
You started a draw and I didn't even notice.
about 2 minutes ago.
What's the numbers? What's the number? Let's make sure everybody knows.
About 350.
Number from 1 to 150.
Yeah.
Time limit 10 minutes. So put your numbers in. Okay, I'll put my numbers in. I like that number. Everybody put your numbers in.
Just a disclaimer: if you live outside the U.S. and you win, I will buy you a FB card. If you live in the U.S., I will send you money ASAP.
Dr. Phil even put in on that one.
Damn, Phil.
You got to be in it to win it.
That's right, brother. That's right. So we're going to go down the panel and talk about Warpath, how everybody's doing. Let's try to keep what sectors you're hiding in or rolling in or smashing, because it seems like if you say it's a honeypot, people jump right to you almost instantly, which sucks.
Yeah.
Back them. Nope, just kidding.
Yeah, that's the thing. I got to talk to you, Roy, maybe after this show.
But let's start with Hydra. What do you think of it so far?
Personally, I've done a little bit better this one. It's not quite there, but I'm having fun.
Not bad. Killer B.
Well, I didn't start out till like noon, I think, yesterday when I got back from things, and I was 0-2. I got hit twice before I can hit, and
69's been taken. Real mature, fellas.
I am undefeated. Nobody's got to my base. A couple close calls, and I do have to thank Kicksai. You didn't see it at first, but I think I was capped at 41 being my level. I can now hit. I think my very low is a 37 for 2. I thank them for adjusting this, and that I'm doing the best I've ever been. I'm at 13K right now. All air panini, not one ground unit used. I'm strictly air. I have not launched one ground tune as of right now, and I probably won't.
I know who I'm going to visit after this.
Yeah, we all know who we want to visit next.
All in good time, gentlemen. All in good time.
Miss Hillary, what do you think so far?
Well, I love Warpath. You know this. I haven't really played much yet. I haven't even left my sector yet. But I'm planning to go a little bonkers and crazy tonight and have some fun and go smash a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
That sounds hot.
Right. I might go with you. No, I'm just kidding.
That did sound hot.
Really sounds hot.
PM me, you get a free hit.
Hell, I'll go with you just get Tim jealous.
Miss Killer Queen.
I'm having fun. I always have fun. I love it. It's like dine and dash. You get in, you
Outer
get out.
Killer.
I said it's dine and dash. You get in, you get out.
Get in and get out. That's one way to look at it.
No shit.
Right.
I think most guys usually think about that at least once in their life.
Depends how.
Or at least 19 times a second.
No, I haven't found him yet, but I was looking earlier and couldn't find him on the leaderboard. But I was going to do another hunt in a little while for him. Nutcracker.
Boring. Most people start on this first day. Killer Queen starts on the last day. I've had a busy weekend. I didn't start till today. And I'm on my way to 7K already. And I haven't even moved. I've not gone anywhere yet. I intend to. I am going to go hit some kick size bases just to finish off.
Interesting. We know Phil hasn't done a Warpath ever.
I have done Warpath, not for a while, but I have.
Actually, I think that's when you one time went after one person with us.
You are very, very much correct.
That was very interesting. He logged in attempting just to smash one person in particular.
Yes, I did. I broke from tradition.
That's very interesting because as soon as he found out that person was there, he was on such a high.
I was there, I did what I had to do, and I fucked off.
He enjoyed it. Let's just put it that way.
They say payback is a bitch, but revenge is a dish best served ice cold.
Right.
Along with most drinks. Socrates, what do you think
Of the Warpath?
of Warpath?
I think it's good, Gives you a chance to share a little love.
A lot of love.
Yeah, I like it.
Apparently, Ian said Warpath was extended.
Did they?
I don't know.
What?
I hope
You
not.
said it in the YouTube.
No, I hope not.
Mention that Warpath has been extended. Excuse me, I prefer not to hear that news.
You're gonna go make me do something else I don't want to do.
I know the
We-
word.
It says 20 hours from now. Let me reconnect.
We have an extended day. It's been like that since it started.
Yeah.
Because normally it finishes on the Sunday.
The profit bases were extended. I know that.
Yeah.
The judge base
So-
has been extended, which we knew that. I
What he
did
possibly-
hear about Warpath being extended, and I personally don't think there needs to be an extension on it.
I don't think it is. I think what he's saying is because there's an extra day on it, he's taking that as the extension. I think.
Maybe. I'm logging in to see if it's going to change.
Iron's messing with us.
I'm gonna say mine says 18 hours and 34 minutes.
Yeah, and we're all hoping that stands to form.
Ugh.
Normally, it would have finished by now.
Yeah, normally it would have, and no offense, I would have been actually taking a nap by now. Let's go to Miss Brandy.
So far, so good. But have not been able to do too much yesterday and today, but I have been able to make up for it today, and I think it's going pretty good. I think the numbers are better this time. I think the numbers last time were kind of a bit skewed.
No, I tell you, the numbers have not changed from this time to last time.
To me,
quite clear.
Okay, well, to me, it feels like it has. But
I think things are exactly the way they were. I think it just took a lot of people who were just very antsy and kept on forgetting at the beginning. They pretty much gave all the same amount of honor till you actually got so much, and then it started throwing different numbers at you. But these are the exact same formula as last time. Has not changed.
Oh shit! I'll be back.
So, what else, Miss Brandy?
well, I've enjoyed seeing people get back into the pink tutus. That's about it.
Hey, Huntsman, what do you think of it so far?
Oh, it is very mead worthy. Very mead worthy indeed. The honor points are my crack.
Crack?
I'm going to be honest. I like Warpath. I play very much. My numbers are a little wacky. I think I was doing better last time than I was this time. But then again, I haven't really pushed consistently. I get in a hot spurt and go crazy, then I kind of just die off. I have hit some really nice enemies. I get in here, think they're all hot shit. Go to get one person because they think they're offline, and I'm smashing them while they're online. Other than that, Warpath just seems to be, well, so far not a grind, thank God, but that does concern me, and that's one thing we're going to come up to in a little bit. We have these beautiful questions from the focus group, and I was on the focus group, and Miss Brandy is going to read them. I think No Killer Queen was in the focus group.
Yep.
I was there first.
I was very excited about what the focus group was about. Not gonna lie.
Ask the questions, give them the answers, and I'll tell you just how bullshit they are.
I was there, bro. I was there. What the fuck?
That didn't sound good.
Another fucking defeat. Yo, I'm fucking up.
The DCs are getting a little higher again. Yes, I agree with that.
No,
He's not paying attention.
That's what it is. I went to another site.
Ow! You clicked on the notification.
Yeah.
See, this time it was not Kickstarter's fault.
There's a lot of DCs.
There's a lot of DCs. I went from one point, I had no DCs in like a 3-hour span to the next point. I DC'd, reloaded, got the spinning wheel on the reload, had to refresh again, got into my base, and the background turned black. I was like, yeah, we're on a roll right now. Refresh again.
Woohoo, my disconnect has a disconnect.
Yeah, actually, technically, if you think about it, disconnect had a disconnect that had a disconnect.
Or a spinning wheel followed by a disconnect.
Well, that's the same thing. When it disconnects, it just spins. It's disconnected.
By the white screen of death.
My spinning wheel got disconnected.
My spinning wheel is off.
Technically, my tire, my gear got a flat. That's what happened.
Or how about we lose a brain cell every time we DC?
But hey, so let's get into these questions. Miss Brandy, if you would like to go down, please.
Okay. On a scale On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate the current state of in-game progression as a
Ain't that a bitch?
Not yet.
Dr. Phil, you whore.
What?
You won, bro.
I
I'm
did?
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're shitting me.
No, you're. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun. Brian, you won. You were closest.
Yeah, what was
126.
the number?
Wait, what? What was the number?
Brian won. 126.
I was 125.
Yeah, by one. The actual number was 143.
Bollocks.
You know what I did? I picked the time I was born and reversed it to 126.
It's fucking numbers.
Damn. Phil almost won.
Son of a bitch.
All right.
I got had.
If Phil would have won, I would have pissed my pants. I'm sorry. I would have.
If Phil would have won, I would have given it to somebody else anyway.
All right. So let's get into the questions, Miss Brandy.
Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate the current state of in-game progression as a whole? But do it in a few short sentences, and please explain why you choose your answer.
Now, what they mean by progression is upgrade times, where the game is heading. So let's go to Hydra first. Yeah, go. Hey, be honest now, guys. This is.
I'll go last. Could take a while.
Oh shit.
I say a 6.
Okay, and why?
There's still some units that basically, like build times and upgrade times, can be improved on.
You mean they're just high?
Yeah, extremely high.
Can you give us an example, sir?
The Judge alone, 10 days.
See, I don't mind that one. What I mind is the old school, like Omega Titan.
I was gonna bring the original Omega Titan, the Omega Sandstorm, long upgrades, long
build time,
10-day upgrades. Wow, and you got to do it for 10 levels just to get it maxed out.
And hey, by the way, keep up with the other shit too.
Yeah, not enough time between events to get all this upgraded and done and ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. All right, so let's go to the next person. That would be Killer B.
Good, that was perfect timing because I had to go in and look. I heard upgrade of the Judge. Well, I can't tell now because I coined it 5 levels. 50 gold. How long is the Judge to upgrade?
2 days per
2
level.
days. Oh, the build is bad. The problem I have is 9 or 10 days too long. I don't know. It's maybe not that that's too long, but if you've got 4 units, like now we got the Omega Darkstorm, we got it's me, and then I only got the Prophet, and then of course the Judge, but I'm going to coin the Judge to 10 at 50 gold.
Check it out.
3 units at how many levels and how many days apiece? That's the problem, and everybody's always been asking. But like now, I've got my aircraft hangar that's a lame duck because I got nothing to upgrade. The Academy, I got that new unit to now do. So I think we need maybe an additional thing to build. Or I should be able to use my aircraft hangar to maybe upgrade something else since it's no longer in use. But my rating, and it's just based on upgrades, right? Upgrades only or anything with progression?
Says current state of in-game progression, just in general.
In general.
I'm going to give it a 7 because I see some of the changes coming along, and then that I always want to say Darkstorm, but Storm Chaser, a lot of these little changes they're doing now, and that's sort of motivating is because they're listening, they care, and if we give valid reasons like on these topics here, and it's not just because it's crappy and it sucks, and we give valid reasons why, I think they're going to listen, and they might do some adjustments, or they might just say, nope, we're sorry, we understand, but this is the way it is. It's War Commander. We can't give you... I forget what I was going to say, but I'm done.
you're gonna give us anything, give us a near damn dozer.
Yeah, that's
That will never happen. Kickside's made that clear. Don't even bother bringing that one up. You're just wasting.
In theory, we've already been given that by being able to upgrade in different places.
Agreed. Agreed. Okay, so Miss Hillary.
Honestly, I'd give it a 5. Because the upgrade times are ridiculous. And I mean, you have to think about it from different aspects. You know, some of y'all are higher level players. You've got stuff maxed out already, so it's not as complicated for you. But if you're a player that's just starting or somebody that just came back to the game after a long absence, you have so much that you have to upgrade. And when it takes that long to upgrade something, it makes it impossible to keep up and become relevant again.
Okay. I definitely can see that point of view. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that. With Miss Hillary.
Miss Killer Queen.
Well, that's a hard one to follow up with Hillary, because that's exactly how I felt when I was in the focus group. Is like being a new or out of time player, you have a hard time keeping up or even getting into it. So I mean, just to follow up with, I agree with Miss Hillary. Next.
Nutcracker.
5.
Okay.
It's a click. To me, it's a click and forget. I click it, forget it, and get on with the game. Just carry on smashing bases.
Click it, forget it for 10 damn days, and click it and forget it in 10 more days.
Yeah, just click and forget.
Yeah, I agree. Dr. Phil, this is going to be painful. I can feel it now.
0.
Oh.
And there are multiple reasons
Let's
why.
just give it a 1.
No, they don't even deserve that. After 7 years of War Commander, I believe this is the 7th year. After 7 years of War Commander, half the bugs that were in there at the beginning of the game are still existent. There's been absolutely zero progression in certain buildings when there should have been. There has been a distinct lack of progression for anybody that comes into the game now. If you didn't start 5 years ago, you're going to get nowhere. And you're not going to get anywhere fast. The Kicksai model has always been shove shit as fast as they can possibly get it at you. In the vain hopes that you'll get pissed off behind the time wall that they continue to give you, and that you pay for it. Some do, some don't. Some pay a little, some pay a lot. And that model doesn't work. It really doesn't.
It sure really doesn't seem like it works.
You'll get shoved behind. There's always going to be one guy that's going to be better than you. No matter how hard you compete, no matter how good you are at hitting the bases, no matter how exceptional of a player you are, and there are multiple players that I would consider in the exceptional bracket. And then, on top of that, Kicksai's distinct lack of communication, whether or not that has improved in the last year, is negligible at best. The focus group currently is nothing more than a... What's the fucking word I'm looking for? It's a farce. They will ask they will ask you a whole bunch of questions. You'll give the feedback, and absolutely nothing will change. I can guarantee you that right now. Kicksai have already moved on to other projects. They're trying to reinvent Battle Pirates, and it's going to fail. They've tried to reinvent Vega 4 or 5 times, and it's completely failed. And they've tried to reinvent War Commander with War Commander Rogue Assault, and that bombed. It absolutely bombed. They're trying to rescue it with whatever they've got left. And 18 months to a year, 2 years maybe down the line, that's about it. Nothing else can come from anything that they say right now. So they will have and will remain at a 0.
Okay. Socrates. Did we lose him?
He's muted.
Okay, give it a minute.
What's going on?
The progression of the game. What do you think of it?
Man, it's getting ridiculous at some points, but they scale it back a little bit, then they go crazy again, then they, people got to speak up when you can't be pushed around. It's not a free game. People
No,
that
it's
believe
not.
that you're living in the dream world.
Even as
all I
high
gotta
level as Socrates and I and Brian and all of us, if we don't keep coining, we're still going to fall behind.
Exactly. Hell yeah. Oh, that's for sure. That's a guarantee.
Yes.
And thank you for that exceptional gold sale. That thing was 40% off. This is like $119 for a 2400 pack. I loved it. I don't know.
Okay, Miss Brandy, you're up.
I actually wanted to point out something Sock said. That's the reason. That's actually what I'm feeling these days. I mean, I'm trying, but I feel like that unless you're an avid, a regular coiner, you will fall behind in this game. But I do see a lot of the kickside stuff improving. More talks with the groups that run the codes and everything. They are trying to fix stuff on the spot, so it's actually making it to where you don't lose too much. My problem is as long as that they keep digging around with the customer service part and wait 2 or 3 days to receive back like the gold and stuff.
Average right now is a 5-day wait to get feedback.
Yeah.
I feel like it all depends on the player.
Yeah,
like how skilled you are. It's like if you take your time, like me, I'm a rammer because I got the coin, so I'm like I'm not gonna just waste my time and do this and that. If you got time and if you're not a coiner, you could skillfully do it. You can, but it's just gonna be like I don't know. It becomes mundane or whatever. I don't even know. But
well, my thing of it is that if you don't coin a lot and I don't, you are going to fall behind.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a definite.
But the units that they're coming out are interesting, and it keeps me interested in the game. But at the same time, if they don't fix the customer service side, we wouldn't have to keep going to certain people directly to have things fixed in real time.
Oh, you mean like the fact that they said, oh, we're giving out 100 gold, but literally people were waiting days to still get the 100 gold from the screw up.
Oh my God. I have a perfect example, me. Like
You
I had to
were my
wait.
example.
I had to wait 2 days. I had it, Roy. Like thanks to him and whoever.
Golden Doodle. Golden Doodle said we were in the focus group, and I pointed that out when we did the questionnaire. And Golden Doodle said, anybody that knows anybody that's had that problem, please send me their information. I did. Within 15 minutes, it was taken care of.
I got my.
But it shouldn't have had to get that far.
Yes, sir.
That's true. And that's pretty much what I'm referring to. They're doing good on a lot of aspects, but if they can do touch up on the other aspects that they're lacking behind, they can probably keep more players interested and probably wanting to coin. But I'm at the point where I'm starting to fall behind because I'm not coining hardly anymore at all because of the fact that these units take so long, take so much to coin it. And no, I'm not really good at completely figuring everything out as far as, making it minutes to repair instead of an hour or so. But, I mean, as I'm getting better, you still have the repair time as you're trying to get better in the game. But then again, like somebody new that comes in, somebody said before, I think Dr. Phil, that if you come in new, you're at a loss until you buy one of those packs. So unless even
if you buy some of those packs, they're not going to bail you out.
Yeah, they're not going to bail you out. You're still going to be far behind unless you have a clan that is going to run overtime over a period of 2 or 3 months. And not everybody has a clan like that.
Because once you say that right there, that's why it comes to Kickside shouldn't do these one-time bases because we have, that's how you build a team. That's how you build morale. That's how you build everything. You want, you want to help each other. Like an event. If I have to spend 200 gold to help one person or whatever, like I want to do it. Give me the option to. Don't just cut me off with a one base hit.
Yeah.
Because
they did that several times in previous events. They did that with what was it? Kill 100. Got to kill 60 units. or 200 units, but these guys didn't have enough units to kill anything.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all I had to say.
Yeah, I agree with you 110%.
Huntsman,
sir.
you're up.
As far as the aspect of the game in regards to the upgrades, I give it a 6. You got the older units like the Juggernaut and the Titan and all. It takes forever, but now you got some of these newer ones where with the addition of thorium, it's a 5-second upgrade. So, you know, it's
Yeah, I feel you on that one. All right, so I'm going to come to myself, and I'm going to be honest. When I was in the focus group, I made it quite clear I don't understand why some of these older units have not had a reduction. And I really didn't like the fact, hey, they reduced the buildings when the last time they upgraded, they did the CC. But then they added more levels. So guess what happened? It just balances it back out to the same amount of days. That doesn't help. You can't. Oh, we reduced the upgrade times. No, all you did was add more levels and balance right back to where you start. That's not a reduction. That's just something to get us to stop bitching about. Hey, we still got 90 days to upgrade one building. And I will say this: it is still better than Battle Pirates because Battle Pirates to build one boat, I heard, takes like 60-something days.
What?
Depending on the size of the boat.
That's what he said.
60-something days for one boat.
No, you're looking at about 30 days a boat easily, and it depends.
And how many boats do you use in one mission?
It's not a mission. It's usually for the fleet itself. Anywhere between 3 to 6 months.
I'm pretty sure I'd forget the game or how to log in if I had to wait that long.
No fucking shit, I
It
already
never
did.
used to be that bad.
Wow. So I'm going to say at least War Commander is better than Battle Pirates.
It really isn't. But when you get a ship in Battle Pirates, it's there. It does not change. There is no upgrade time for it.
Ah, see, there's pros and cons to both games. I could imagine probably waiting 60 damn days for a damn judge.
Right.
Now, here's the funny thing. With Battle Pirates, they have what they call retrofit. It's an end game deal with. It's similar to thorium, but it's uranium, and you know what kicks I like with that shite.
Huh.
It's a full. It's similar to a workshop. It will improve the stats of the ship with buffs to damage and all that bollocks. But it's a one-time thing. If you do that once, it applies to any of that hull, whether you built it or not. It applies across the board. That's the only thing I can agree with that they've done right.
Yeah. That's rough. I'm sorry, I just can't picture playing that way. But hey, that's just the way it is.
That would drive me insane.
Oh, absolutely.
I used to do it for many years.
So let's go on to the next question, Ms. Brandy.
All right, number 2. On a scale from 1 to 10, please rate the current state of progression in terms of acquiring and leveling up new units. In a few short sentences, please explain why you like or dislike the rate at which new units are released.
Who won it this time? By the way, before we answer that, who won it this time? Socrates?
I'm sorry?
Who won it this time, sir?
SVU Rycon.
Ah, Rycon won it. Congratulations, Rycon.
Yep,
All
my
right,
brother.
So the question again is one more time, Miss Brandy. I'm sorry.
On a scale from 1 to 10, please rate the current state of progression in terms of acquiring and leveling up new units. In a few short sentences, please explain why you like or dislike the rate at which new units are released.
I want to go first. I know I never do this. I never do this. But I want to go first. I'm my weight around here.
Hold them down.
Here's the deal. I'm going to be absolutely goddamn honest. If you're not in a good clan, you can't get half these damn units.
Exactly.
Unless you're a totally upper level. And by the way, if you're an upper level, 9 times out of 10, you're in a good damn clan anyways. So basically, let's break it down to a lower to medium player. Well, they get a Titan. Prime example. Older unit. Basic Titan is basically a resource getter at best. Dies for everything else. 1GS rocket, and you know that thing's hitting the ground. So basically, to upgrade it to a mega, well, let's see, 9 days times 10 is what? 90 fucking days.
It's closer to 81.
Well, it
Because
does.
you don't do it
No,
from
let's get this
30
way.
40, you do
9
it
days
31.
difference. Is that really going to make a difference when you get this? Next, you got to get the sandstorm and got to do the same thing. Oh, and by the way, don't forget the elite alerts at 7 days level 2. So the time it becomes relevant, if you're a new player, you're fucked because then you still got to do the blackout and then the herald, and then so the time you actually get in this game, you're fucked unless you're going to coin right off the bat. And I don't see anybody to this day going to start this game, start wanting playing it, and think, I want to coin my ass off.
Yeah, I hope you got about $5,000 to spend.
Exactly. Kickside needs to take a step back and reevaluate the older units like the Sandstorm, Titan, Hydra, reduce the upgrade times, and at least let these people get them within a decent amount of time for them to become relevant instead of going, man, all I'm doing is getting my ass kicked. I can barely even get resource and then quit. That's my point. Moving on. Next person. Hydra, go for it.
I'm actually kind of agreeing with you, Roy. This is all the new units. There's not enough time for us to level them up. Trying to get ready.
By the way, we didn't even mention when they you got Titan, and then, hey, let's throw Envoy in there at 2 days a level or 12, and then add that all up too. Or then the Sphinx, or the or the Furies, and all this other little stuff that all has to be upgraded as well. How the fuck are you supposed to get it be relevant if you can't level all this shit up?
Not only that, Roy, the amount of resources to level some of this stuff up.
I don't mind the resources. I don't mind farming. I don't mind going out and get the resource.
I'm talking about for like the smaller players.
You mean the one they can't even hold it? Because the Titan's like 200,000 oil and metal?
Yeah. 200 million, like level 28, 29. Can't hold that.
Or how about you got a 50 million Thor?
Yeah. They got to reduce some of this down just for the smaller players.
Don't even talk about 50 million level 4. You've got the Gen 1 Ardris. She's 75 million just to build.
Yeah.
So is Polly.
And she's Gen 1.
And Polly's Gen 2, and it's the same damn thing.
Next.
That would be Killer Bee.
A lot of what you said, Roy, on I do like the some of the upgrades, the 1 to 10 upgrades of 50 gold. I love them very much. But the consistency as far as them units upgrading on the first 10 levels is because the Cerebrus, the brain guy, or the Cerebrus, I call him the brain guy.
Cerebellum.
That one is the first upgrade. The first upgrade, it progresses from 1 to 10. It increases. So why is that one increase when I get a flat rate from 1 to 10 on the others, but the gold increases? And on that one, it reduces. If you click start, then the gold price goes down. On the other ones I'm talking about that are 50 gold, it actually stays 50 gold from 1 to 10. But if you click start, it costs more if you do the instant gold then. That's just to get you to buy the gold. That's just to get you to instant it, which it works for me, Kixeye. Thank you for that, because I like that price. The consistency of the units of upgrading should be the same. From 1 to 10 and 10 to 20 and then 20 to 10 to 20. I don't care if it's an infantry. If it's new, I don't care if it's a tank. I think it should be somewhat the same because it's a new unit. That's all.
Okay, Miss Hillary.
All right, so basically everything that y'all have said is pretty spot on, and I feel the same. One thing that I do want to bring up is most new units come out during events, and since they do an event every month, they need to alternate. I think that they're coming out with units too quickly, since it does take so long for you to upgrade it completely if you're not coining. Because I mean, it's I know it's supposed to be a free to play game, but as y'all have said, it's not. You're going to spend money no matter what. But in order for them to kind of get back to it, they should alternate and have, okay, so we're going to have this event with the new units and then do an event that doesn't have any new units, that's going to have some of the older stuff and maybe some tech, maybe some skins and stuff like that instead. That way people have a chance to catch up and there is a way to get relevant in the game again.
Okay. I agree. The Killer Queen.
Ditto.
Short, sweet, moving on. Nutcracker. Has the nut left the house?
I forgot what the question was. It's been so long.
Miss Brandon, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, it's please rate the current state from 1 to 10 of the progression in terms of acquiring and leveling up new units in a few short sentences, and please explain why you like or dislike the rate at which new units are released.
3. That's enough. That's it. Because everything's going on, and a lot of it's already been said, and you're just going to repeat.
Okay. Oh, the pain has come. Dr. Phil, you're up.
At the risk of repeating everything that's already been said.
Which is why I didn't say much.
Because most of you
Same
hit
here.
pretty nail pretty much on the head already. I mean, I'm 6 months out of the game at this point in time.
I don't even know if you have a base.
Right?
I still have a base.
Oh, he logged in, guys. He's logged in.
I've not logged in. The last time I logged in was to do that thing a while back with you lot. However, at this point in time, I'm 6 months out. I'm 6 months behind of where I was, and I was already God knows how much behind before that. And there is no point. I mean, Kixeye can say they've reduced times as much as they like, but what they don't tell you is what they add on top of it. Sure, they took away a year, but added 18 months on top of it. Because the post that Soloco made, yeah, I'm going to go back to Soloco, and I'm going to give him a ribbon, even though he doesn't work there anymore. He actually put that in the notes when he did it. We've removed over a year's worth of upgrades. Sure, you can remove a year's worth of upgrades, but slapping it right back on just takes away from it. So a year's a pretty damn long time. And at this point, you've already progressed 4, 5, 6 years into the game. Some guys have, well, I don't know if any of them are still here. Some guys are still here from beta days before War Commander was live to the public. But the problem is that Kixeye don't understand their players. No matter how many times they profess that they do not understand. They never have and they never will. Especially when bloody Will Harbin took over. That was a fucking nightmare. But that's a story for another day. Kixeye at this point are so disconnected they wouldn't know where one end starts and the other begins. That's the problem with Kixeye. They don't know what the left hand's doing compared to the right. They can keep telling you that they're listening to feedback and they're doing this and they're doing this and they're doing this. And they can put on the face that, oh, we've made this change and we've done this and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. At the end of the day, it's nothing but fucking hearsay. Nothing will change. And I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Nothing will change. Everything will remain as constant as it is, and the constant bullshit will continue, because that's the way Kixeye funds themselves. There will never be a slowdown on content. There will never be a slowdown on upgrades. There will never be. There just won't, because they cannot stop it, because it's how they make their money.
I look. I can understand they got to make money, and they can make money because you know what? They're bringing in new units, and people are coining the new units. But how hard is it to turn back some clocks on some of the older units? I mean, prime example. Prime example. Socrates, you built, coined, and threw your judge in your base as soon as you got it. Correct?
Me, no. There was no point in throwing it right away. I waited till I started hitting in Warpath.
Okay, but within a couple days, when everybody else is waiting 10 days, so he's spending
2 days.
gold.
Yeah, I spent 363, I think.
Yeah, exactly. He's spending the money. So if they're spending money on new items, come on, guys, try to get some of these older or the newer players involved and reduce the other ones.
I know they can do it because they've done it before. I'm gonna go a little bit off the board here. They did it in Vega Conflict. Every time they release the next tier or the next faction or whatever the hell they call it these days, the previous tier or the previous faction gets a reduction in build every time. And that's the way they do it. And it works. I mean, the game has been a piece of shit for the last 2 years, and I haven't logged on to it since then. But that's
you were a diehard Vega at one time too.
I was diehard Vega for a good 5 years. I quit Battle Pirates to play Vega.
But like I said, my example was they need revenue. I get that because you know what, they got to keep the lights on. And there's plenty of revenue coming from the new units, the new fights, the warpaths, the events. Nobody's going to keep coining the Titan, the Sandstorm shit. Reduce that damn thing.
That's a trash.
Yeah, but if you gave a level 30 at Omega Titan, he'd be in his glory.
Oh yeah, Omega Titan's only good right now for Sentinel 200 bases to take damage in the drones. Distract.
Yeah.
The Titan's always been good. You know, it's a good distraction piece, but it gets hit once, and that's about it with these new units. Because it's like 4 mil health. It's like, come on, bro, take the shit out or give us some upgrade.
That's the next part you're going to do. I mean, a lot of the units that we use fairly regularly don't get used at all, or they're res gatherers.
Yeah.
Exactly. Socrates, pretty much you agree with everything being said, I bet.
Yeah.
So that brings us to Miss Brandy.
Pretty much the same because I'm more so starting to dislike because you have to have so much time to be able to. I give it like maybe a 5 because I understand you have to have certain many units out for each faction. I understand all that. It's just I wish sometimes that they would bring some of this stuff back into the event for those of us who weren't able to do the shadow ops back then, or some of the current stuff because of work or family or whatever, can still have a chance, like a second or third or fourth, fifth chance in the event to be able to get that or help others get that maybe came back from the game who's left for like a month or so and came back, gives them a chance to catch up.
Very true. Tim, what do you think?
Well, I kind of like a little bit what Heller was talking about with the factions and what. Why not take some of this older stuff and reincorporate it with the factions? The factions take.
I'd love to see Jericho or Dina or Pandora put into a faction.
Right. I mean, at the end of this last event, someone was saying that at the very end of the event, would like to say hello to Dina or some shit like that. Is what the storyline was saying.
Yep, that's exactly what it said.
Yeah, it's very true.
Everybody was all worried, and then it came, we're going to help you. And it says, well, how? Sheila says, let me reintroduce you to Dina. That was in the storyline, and I was like, shit, I'm missing my shredder tactic.
And the only reason you know that is because I told you.
Hell, even I have the shredder tactic. Come on, dude.
Oh, damn.
But
What's
you don't
wrong with
play
you?
it and donate it to me.
You can have it.
All right, so let's go on to
Hell, I had a bug on my account for 3 weeks. I had 2 of them.
all right, so let's go to
Number 3.
let's go to number 3 because I think it covered everybody.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, please rate the current state of progression in terms of buildings. So we went from units, so now we're going to buildings. So
Can I
in,
just restate my previous answers?
in a few
They're
short
all fucking
sentences,
same.
please explain why you like or dislike the rate at which you are able to level up the buildings.
Okay.
Can I go first on that one?
Yeah, go ahead. Might as well.
Okay. Actually, the buildings I don't have a problem with.
You're the only one.
I rated it to 8. The only time I do have a problem with is whenever the CC is so long, you can't do anything else until the CC is done.
Well, that's where I disagree with that because you know what? You can always use your jump attack log. You can use your leaderboard. There's always a way to get around. So I disagree with that part.
And that's how I got fucking stuck in Roy's sector.
And I got to spike you.
Yeah, I got stuck in Dickhead sector for the week. My CC was upgrading, and fucking who was it that broke my fucking attack log?
He was stuck in 101 with the broken attack log. The memorial ended, and he couldn't jump.
And I was still there. I had all you bastards.
And you
fucking
had an enemy
my
tag
face.
on at the time.
I think I had my own tag on.
Yeah, well, you weren't listed, so you just got the beat down is what happened.
I'm done.
Okay, so let's go to Hydra.
I had to give it a 2 because some of these buildings, basically, I'm running into 400 million, 500 million, 600 million. Very long, and along with the very long upgrade times. For a small player that's just starting, halfway decent. But for the higher levels with these very long upgrades to get somewhere, and especially with the amount of res, is over ridiculous.
Okay. Killa.
I know they're long, but I don't remember too much about them because they had a build-in upgrade sale going on back in February or March, and I took advantage of it. But I know it is pretty long. So just leave it at that.
Okay, Miss Hillary.
I mean, something as before about a 5. It could be better. Same thing, you know, people first starting in the game or lower to mid levels, or somebody that's returning from the game after being gone a while. It takes forever. We know that we're never going to get a second dozer, so that's not going to happen. You've got all these buildings that you have to upgrade, and there's certain things that you have to do in certain orders, more or less, you know, because it takes so much res to build something or to upgrade this building, and you have to have that building to do something else. And you know, it's a waterfall effect, and when it takes that long to do it, it's very redundant and boring, and it becomes upgrade commander, and that's something that turns a lot of people off to the game.
Oh, amen, amen. Nutcracker. Oh no, Killer Queen.
I give it a 4. Just because the costs are ridiculous, and then you've got buildings like the weapons lab and the Thor mine. They're just ridiculously long. I mean, to max out the weapons lab, the last level is 12 days on a weapons lab. Really? That's absurd. I think they could really put that time best use somewhere else, or just not have that much time at all, period, in general.
Well, 12 days is better than the poor suckers that did the 21 days.
I knew you were going to say that.
What? I did the 21 days.
I did too.
So did I.
So did I.
You know what? They changed it about 2 weeks later.
3 weeks later for
I
me.
was so fucking pissed off.
I coined half of it. I was like, okay, coin. And actually, I think that's where started my path of coining, actually, because before that, I think I was very, very, very few. So, yeah, that was kind of brutal. Nutcracker,
But
the question.
it's like the last question.
Yes, but it's about the buildings.
Click and forget. That's all I do.
Okay.
I just click and forget and get on with something else. Smashing bases.
Okay, Phil, this kick side, you're going to love this one, I'm sure.
No, it's roughly the same shit as last time, even when I was playing. It's like I said, it's a building inside your base. You don't have to watch it. It's click, forget, wait till it's done, do what you got to do the next one after that. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's always been ridiculously long, ridiculously stupid, and Kickstarter have no definition on what the time of a price should be.
I think they're getting the idea of the times now. I just don't like how they keep adding more times to it because we had more levels. So what we'll do is this week we're going to give you a reduction and make you guys all happy. Then next week we're going to add the levels and then make you all pissed off because it's even more than what originally was.
Like more jacked up than before.
Yep.
But
So
people
it's gonna-
concentrate too much on upgrade times, whereas the game is War Commander. Let's get out there. Let's smash bases. You click it, you forget it, and then start enjoying the bloody game.
Yes, but when you have to upgrade it just to upgrade because you need to use your tokens and you can't use your tokens to use it for your units because you got to upgrade the goddamn building. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
That's bullshit. I know somebody that had 40 tokens. They busted their ass to get it. Guess what happened? They get, I'm going to start upgrading. Oh, shit. My academy's not high enough to upgrade them. That was a little kick in the nuts. Because the week before, he could have done it. He did it to his libs.
Come on, let's be fair. Most of the ground troops, they're like a last resort upgrade. You upgrade them when you can.
Sharpshooters is definitely a good thing to upgrade, though.
Yeah,
Draken's very good thing to upgrade.
Totally agree. Totally agree. But most of the ground.
Oh, Liberators, you don't need to really do anymore. Acolytes, if you do, I don't know. I get to laugh at you. Spartans, I really would laugh at you. If anybody in this world's got max breachers, good luck to you. I think it's funny as shit.
Yeah, that's a total waste of time.
Total. Okay, so Socrates.
Yeah.
Yo, he's half asleep.
Nah, the next draw just popped off. What's going on?
What do you think of the upgrade building times? The progression of the upgrade for buildings.
Mine's are all max, so I don't know the feeling. But yeah, it's kind of, they're okay. 3 days. They were longer before.
They're back to longer ones. I'll tell you that for a fact. The weapons lab, 10 days for the last level.
Yeah, they want you to push up you don't have to coin. If you have a little bit, it's best to push up an upgrade, not coin it instant. That's what I do a lot. I don't want to give them all my money for nothing, you know. I'd rather just push it up, but yeah, the building times, they're okay right now. Like Academy, that's like a value asset. You need all these buildings to complete like the big reduction. Once you get all that, it's like repair time is basically nothing unless you're farming and you have to use main stuff, and that's about it. I farm enemies, so you know I save money there. I mean repair time, not money. Yeah, I think they're okay right now. I give it I'm okay with it.
Okay, Brandy already went, so that leaves Huntsman.
Well, I came back to the game last October and found myself drastically behind in a lot of stuff, and it's a real struggle to try to catch up. You know, you don't know what is top priority, what is, you know, when you try to break it down into tiers, top priority, middle priority, or lowest priority, you don't know really where to begin, how to cycle through the stuff, rotate. If it was like what Nutcracker was saying, just click and forget it, fine. You know, you want to reduce time, add thorium to the damn shit. I mean, what the hell?
That's an idea too. Add a bunch of Thor to reduce the time from the build.
Yeah, but on Kickside, no, do it at a ridiculously amount.
I don't look when it comes to Thor. If they're gonna give, I don't give a shit what the ridiculous amount is. If they're gonna give me 5-second upgrade because it costs Thor, I'll jump on that. Get your farm and tractor open and let's get going. You know.
Right.
All right. Next question.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy the frequency of Warpaths, and how much pressure do you feel to climb the leaderboard?
Go ahead, Hydra.
Consensus. There's already a consensus for the most Warpaths. When Warpath first started, and I'll take the lead here. When Warpath first started, I was all over that shit. I mean, I fucking wiped out 10,000 in the first day. Because it was fun to do. And the increases it got, it was once, and then they do the next one a couple of months later, and then there was just a frequency of it, and then it started being every month, and it was the same with Onslaught, it was the same with Invasion, it was the same with the other kind of shit that they kept on pushing. It gets tiresome after a while, and you just don't want to do it, and becomes a chore. When something becomes a chore, it needs to change.
Can't argue with that.
I actually agree with Dr. Phil there. It's just the frequency, the amount. Back then, it was really fun. It wasn't coming out too often. For a lot of big players, yes, there is a pressure for them to try and they want to get the top spot. And all this is like me. I'm going to get up higher where I'm at.
Yeah, we call that I've got a bigger dick than you syndrome.
Very much. But I can only do what I can, like a lot of players. But the problem is I don't feel like staying up all night just to watch my damn base after I pop every 4 hours.
Oh, come on. You know you want to.
I can't.
I don't remember.
Somebody go take a nap.
I'd be honest, I haven't been.
Warpath was good.
Okay, so let's go to the let's. We understand Warpath is. Let's be honest. We don't. I think everybody agree. If Kickside keeps making it monthly, it's going to definitely be a chore. We prefer it to be bi-monthly at the most.
Just like the events.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Because let's not drag that out. Let's be honest. That was definitely what the focus group said too. We want it to be exciting when it does come up. Going to monthly will just turn it into a absolute fudge and grind. It might be okay. Warpath's here for this month. Next month will be a fucking Warpath again. We don't want that. We want it every other month where we look forward to it.
Yeah, you want to skip a month, so you want to know when Warpath is coming. Oh, when's Warpath going to be? What day is it going to be on? Have I got my base ready? Have I got my units done?
Yeah, exciting.
Is all my workshop shit right? You want to be on the fucking ball for it, ready to fucking rock and roll when it comes around. You just don't want to be sitting there on Warpath tomorrow. Oh, I might as well stay in bed. I'm going to miss this one. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's get what's the next question, because I think we already understand that one very much.
One
So,
thing I
what
got
about
to
me?
one thing
Wait a
I
minute,
want to add on the Warpath is this. Everybody says always make things equal for the lower levels. It's not fair to them. I think Kixeye should listen to that, because look what they did. And I'm going to say for somebody like me, because I'm level 51, they made it even for me, because it's not fair to me. I got to work more just because my level's higher. So what they do, they brought down the playing field where I can hit 38s now and get 37s and get 2.
Yeah,
Before
but
I could get
can
nothing.
can you imagine how much harder it would have been if you could only keep a +4 or bottom 4?
Yeah, that's bullshit. But they wouldn't do that. They can't. They would not do that. But you
No.
know what? Dag brought up a good idea for it. You know what? How Warpath should be at the start of every Infamy season.
I was about to say that.
That would be a hell of a kickoff.
That
We
would-
get
That would
That would
work.
be incredible.
that would
Well,
be awesome.
Something that we suggested earlier this evening was to freeze infamy. So all you can get is honor.
Well, I got to be
an
dumping some of
interesting
my
idea.
goddamn fucking infamy. I'll tell you that. I got too much of it. I've already dumped over 1,000, and it's still got fucking more coming out my ears.
Roy, can I chime in for a second?
Yeah.
No, Warpath, what we're talking about every other month. Also, here's an idea for if Kixeye really wants to bring enjoyment for players. Do something off the wall for Christmas and for the holidays.
Well,
Instead of these bullshit bases that they come out with.
like Easter, they had the Easter egg hunt, and people were going nuts trying to find those fucking Easter eggs. The trophies was stupid, but it was still the
What
point
was
we were
that
all
one
trying to.
event where you had to destroy those stupid fucking trophies?
Yeah, that was different.
I
That
was
was
the
different.
first fucking person to figure that out.
Yeah,
So
that sucked.
a change of pace is always good. It really is. But kicks, I love the St. Patrick's where you kill these certain beasts and you got your green fucking Legion paint, and you got this paint and you got that paint. Shit, I jumped on that too. I ain't gonna lie. I like the change of pace. I like when they do stuff like that. I do not like when they keep doing the same ones over and over again, but
Well, if you have all that stuff, then the bases are basically,
a waste of time.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the next question. I think we all got the understanding about Warpath, though. It should not be an every month event.
Yeah,
No, it should be every 2 months to every 3 months.
exactly.
I like Dag's idea. You want to kick off an Infamy season, throw Warpath at the same time.
And end it the same way. And then,
Yeah, you do it before and after. I'll tell you what, there'd be some crazy shit going on.
And have it like start Friday afternoon and end at Sunday night. Period.
Something. But all right, so let's go to the next question.
Okay, next question. Do you enjoy the rate in which we release new CC levels and subsequent building upgrades? Why or why not?
Hydra, you're up.
Yeah, because it's not too often that they do this.
Well, I disagree with you here, Hydra, because when they did the barracks and they did the tech center, they did them all at once. They did a giant fucking dump on us.
But
They did it with the CC. When you do the CC, you could get new tech center. You could get new this. You get new that. I'd rather them change one building, 1 month, the next building, the next month, the next building, the next month, instead of dumping a giant fucking ball into our lap.
I was about to say that, Roy. I do enjoy it, but they need to limit the amount that they come out with on each upgrade.
But
Or say they want to do the CC, okay, fine, just do the CC, fine. Then the following month, do one of the other buildings, and so forth down the line. Not dump it all on us all at once.
okay, next.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
My thought on this was when they first did that is they're dumping 6 months worth instantly,
Mm-hmm.
which immediately tells me oh, let's give them what we were going to give them for the next 6 months because the game's going to end by such and such date. That was my first thought when they did that.
Well, see, you know what? I still don't see the game ending.
I don't. But that is my impression I got from it.
Oh, I can see your point on that, but I can see way too much money still being put into spent in this game. Way too much money for it to go anywhere.
I totally agree. I mean, if they can take Battle Pirates over to HTML5, if we go to HTML5, less fucking roaches, more fun.
I like that idea. God. All right, so let's go to the. Sorry, I put my bass tune back in my bass. Killer B.
Kix, I just remember one thing on the building upgrades and everything. We still have a mine factory that has not been touched, and there is such a thing as air mines. That's all I got to say.
We asked. Sorry, I'm jumping in again. We asked them on Discord about this. The mine factory will not get touched because it's so old. It's like a minefield in itself.
It is a landmine.
Yeah.
That
So
code
what we
is so
suggested.
corrupt. Oh my God, that code is so.
So what we suggested was they give us another building of sorts for air mines, because air mines, a lot of people have said about, and I think it's a brilliant idea. Let's just make a new building so we don't have to fuck up the original.
True. I'd go with that.
The only one that fucking works.
Look. The only problem with this is something for the lowers or non-coiners is if they don't do a base expansion, you give them another fucking building. They're going to be almost building to building to building in that fucking little bitty square.
For in a case like that with building expansions, maybe they need to make that an upgradable item. We're going to throw in a free one, but it's going to take you 9 days or 5 days to upgrade it, but it's free. For cases like that, if you don't have level 1 or level 2 expansion, we're going to give it to you. But upgrade time, like everything else, you're not spending money. They give it to you in an upgrade, maybe 5 days, then you'll have it.
I agree with Brian on that.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
That's not a bad prospect. I mean, in all the discussions I've entertained about base expansions, that one's never come up before. And I've had a lot of discussions about that.
That was a good point. I actually got to check. Is that still? Are we talking to Killer?
Hey,
I believe
don't
so.
underestimate Killer. Have faith in him. Because every now and then I pull one out of my ass and get a good one.
I'm a firm believer in the 45th rule of acquisition: expand or die.
That sums it up. All right, so let's go to who the hell is next? I lost track. Miss Hillary.
As far as the CC upgrade goes, I think it's good. I don't have any problem with the way they come out with it because, I mean, it is every 6 months. That's plenty of time to get that CC upgrade done and do some of the other upgrades. Now, it goes back also kind of hand in hand with what we had talked about before as building upgrades in general, where some of the other stuff takes so long. And when they release the CC upgrade, they release other building upgrades and that whole waterfall effect again. But the CC upgrade itself, I don't have an issue with.
Okay. Killer Queen.
What was the question?
Do you need another drink?
No, I'm not drinking.
No, I'm gonna need.
I'll take one.
Bartender, over here.
I'm off duty.
Oh damn!
Bollocks.
All right.
Mead.
Yeah, mead.
Brandy, can you repeat the question?
It's just everything gets lost.
Do you enjoy the rate in which we release the new CC levels and subsequent buildings upgrades? Why or why not?
No, they can fuck off.
Oh! All right, a little more information on that one.
No, I don't like it. If I liked it, I'd be caught up, but I'm not, so I don't like it. So therefore, fuck off.
Okay, that was short, brief, and easy. Nutcracker.
I'll just click and forget. It's that simple. This is the same question 3 times in a row. It sort of should be just one question. We've had it 3 times in a row. You just click and forget. And I go smashing bases.
Okay, so let's go to Dr. Phil.
Oh, bollocks.
Come on, Phil. You just got to agree with what I just said. And
To be fair, I most
No,
of
I
them
like
do.
what he said before, that the acquisition part.
Oh, expand or die?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I'm a firm believer in rule of acquisition 125. You can't make a deal if you're dead.
Never heard that one, but I like it.
So do I. But Kixeye is Kixeye when it comes to this. They always release in blocks of about a 6-month period, and it's a huge chunk. It's not, oh, we're going to release a CC in March, and then we'll release the other building upgrades in periodical statements, along the Defense Lab the following month, Tech Lab the following month, and so on and so forth until it comes around to the next cycle for the next set. No, they drop it all on you in one fell swoop. I mean, they drop the whole damn thing, but you've got to do the one thing to unlock the other stuff. I mean, there's no progression really. It's just there. It's in one lump. There's no guiding you down the right path to do CC, then the Tech Lab or the Defense Lab, and then this lab, and then this, and then this, and then so on and so forth. No, it's all there, and they don't explain it. And they expect you to figure it out for yourself. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but there are enough players that make the wrong choices and decide they're going to do this building for whatever reason, and they end up falling behind because they chose that building over something they should have done instead. There's no direction. I mean, Kixeye are they've already tried to force people down to certain play styles with factions. That's what I said from the beginning, and I maintain that. You put factions in there, you limit people's ability to play the way they want to, rather than the way they should be playing, is how Kixeye look at it. I mean, you limit somebody's abilities, it's going to make things a lot easier for Kixeye in the long run to fuck you. And that's about it. There is nothing that Kixeye can do that would ever let me give them a positive score for a start off.
Okay. Socrates.
Yo.
What do you think of the CCs coming out about every 6 months?
Man.
Are we screwing with your nap today?
It's still not strong enough. Huh? Nah, I'm good. Nobody wants to play. I guess I coined my jug for nothing. My judge. I've been open. But yeah. It's cool with me. I don't really care. 6 months. We do need a better turret on top. Not another upgrade.
God, that turret problem is... does anybody even look at the turret on the CC anymore?
Hell
No.
No. I don't think anybody does. I mean, honestly, you go in the base, you look at, okay, what guns here, here, and here, and go in.
A Nyx could kill it by itself if it was airborne. It's crazy.
Nobody pays attention to the CC turret. Hell, let's put a railgun or a hunter on top of that son of a bitch. We all be looking out for it.
Hell yeah.
That CC should be putting out some incredible firepower.
With the insulated platform on top of the CC. Oh my god, that thing is
something. Because I'll tell you what, with the storm, the flood, and the blitz, we all look at it and go, "It's there." Okay.
The CC should be insulated already. It shouldn't be prone to shock anymore. I think that's bullshit. If every unit got it, why can't
immune to everything? It should be the CC.
Yeah, the CC is like the main component to everything.
It's a fucking building. I shouldn't be shocked.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think we all got the same point on that one. Miss Brandy?
I'm gonna go back with what Dr. Phil said and just say expand or die, and I'm done.
Okay. Huntsman.
I'm copywriting that.
I think Star Trek already did, but good luck with that.
You shut your whore mouth.
Well, one thing Dr. Phil pointed out was a real good idea. Break it down. You know, you have CC at the beginning of the year, then you have like every quarter come out with something else, like something for production. Then you have something for storage, something for military use.
Different point.
This man gets it. He gets it.
All right, so let's go to the next question.
Please stop with the questions. They're all the
How
same.
many questions are left, Miss Brandy?
We're on number 7 out of 10, and we have 3 extras.
Well,
Why do we have 3 extra?
Hell no.
where did we get 3 extra?
The A, B, and C, the ones that you could ask if you wanted to.
Let's just move on from the questions and put it this way. No, Kickside, we're not exactly happy with your upgrade times.
You all fucking suck. There,
We
I said
definitely
it.
are not happy with the fact that some of these upgrade times have not been reevaluated since they came out over a couple of years ago.
Oh, and your repair time sucks.
I can't say that because I'll tell you what, some of it, if you get the buildings maxed, which yes, us upper levels are close to that or done that, they're not too bad. Lower levels are fucked. So let's just make that clear. Lower levels, you are fucked. Upper levels, you're okay. Lower levels, you are fucked. I think we got that okay. But if new players, I just feel really, truly bad for. Truly bad for, because you cannot become important in this game, even with a good clan 24/7 helping you, because still the upgrade times are out of control. We could get you the units, but you damn well can't get them upgraded to be important.
You do get them upgraded to be of any use. They're already out of date.
Exactly. Exactly.
Pretty much. Okay, so I do have a couple questions of my own, and not about the Kickside stuff.
Oh, thank God.
Damn, Phil.
Yeah, when are you going to face Sock?
I mean, no offense to the focus group, but they're all the fucking same questions. They're just worded slightly differently.
So, with Warpath going on right now, and the Judge base is coming out right now, and the Hero bases that came out right now, does everybody else feel like they overcompensated for Saturdays being kind of blah?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the general consensus at this point.
I like her answer the best. Again, fuck off.
I mean, Saturday was always a dull day in War Commander. Everybody knows this. It was the shittest day of the lot. No bases would spawn. You'd get no special bases, no tokens, no nothing. And it just, by the sounds of it, they shoved everything in a bag and pulled a lucky fucking draw, and then did it a bunch of times because they got bored.
No, it wasn't a lucky fucking draw. It was take the whole damn bag and dump it out on the table.
Actually, it seemed more like they took the fucking bag of Legos, threw it on the floor, and pick out what the fuck you want. Because you got Judge, Warpath, Hero. What else was new Shadow Ops too.
I haven't even done anything.
Do you know what? That just sounds like fucking. Oh God, I can't remember his name. James Woods on the episode of Family Guy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. That's exactly what that is.
They got way too happy on that shit. And then on top of it, every base was glitched. The Cypress base glitched. They had islands on some of them, but if you knew how to beat them, it was fun. It was easy. You took almost no damage. You threw your mercs on the island. And guess what happened? You won.
See, that sounds like something that should have been done on April Fool's.
That would have been funny as fuck on April Fool's.
The profits glitched.
I sent a ticket into it, and I asked them if Is this base we're supposed to be where we get tech where Cypress flies over to the island?
Cerberus.
Cerberus, excuse me.
What's he gonna do? Get a jetpack?
What's this called? The Starburst?
Yeah, might as well be.
No, what they do on April Fools is they fuck with global where you can't say every other word.
The only thing I
Oh,
really like about the
God.
Cypress right now, the tech, you got
Cerberus.
extra range.
I hardly use global chat anyways, so
What
turned
are
it
the
off.
funniest April
You got
Fool's
extra
jokes?
range.
You want April Fool's jokes? Just keep every time somebody says says
A random
F
word.
you, they say happy you. That would really fucking make people go, what?
No, what they did is you couldn't even say base. Like when you destroyed someone's base, it says you destroyed asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.
That'd actually be kind of funny.
No, I get not in this. But yeah, we get, my other question to everybody is they said they made this big speech about how the reason they released this judge base now is they wanted everybody to have it for Warpath. It's a 9-day fucking build.
That makes no sense.
You didn't want us for Warpath unless you want us to coin it for Warpath.
That's exactly what they wanted.
So don't go on there and say, hey, we've released this because we wanted you to have it for Warpath. If you wanted us to have it for Warpath, you would have released it 10 days ago.
Or it'd be a 1-day build.
Uh-huh. Exactly. So am I the only one that's going kickside? We can see that that's a true coin grab.
Yep.
Because it's a bloody coin grab. What isn't?
It just is.
Pretty much everything, it seems like lately. I don't know, but I still want to give Kickside credit, okay? After all the glitches of the bases they released, they were in Discord, they took their lumps, they were fixing shit, working hard to fix it. No, I disagree with the 100 gold because some people didn't get screwed out of one part, they got screwed out 2 and 3 parts.
I'll be spraying shit.
That was kind of messed up. I got screwed out of 2 parts, had to do 2 extra bases.
Fuck, man.
Yes, I did take that much damage, but it was still the time. And then with Warpath going on and everything going on, I needed that. You need that time.
You do.
So I call that unfair.
They need actually the conversation could have been better.
Much better, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go Kickside good on. I love the communication though. I really do. Golden Doodle jumping on in the focus group. Pointed out that people didn't get their gold. He did. He took care of Socrates in like 15 minutes. They're responding. They are acknowledging. They're not running. They're not running. What?
One of the guys was at his brother's fucking party, and he went online to sort shit out when everything went down last night.
Exactly.
He was at his brother's party, and he went online, and he took all the shit, and they sorted it out.
That's my point. Salaka in the day would have said, I'll deal with this. Never. Wrong thinker. We wouldn't have heard from him for a couple months. They would have, they used to just dump it on the moderators. Is basically what they used to do, and moderators would do the best they could, but we'd rip them a fucking new one.
Yeah, and it would only ever be at the time, you only had 2 mods in the forum doing anything at all.
Yep, very true. Very true.
Well,
and on top of it,
they were never there.
And on top of it, they were limited on what they could do in the first place.
Every time shit hits the fan, like when the infamy went down, they were all on Discord.
Yep. As a matter of fact, there was even CM Chris, which does not have anything to do with War Commander. He is War Commander Rogue Assault. He was in Discord trying to help resolve this issue.
Yeah, because he deals with the Wikipedia page, doesn't he?
No, CM Chris actually has nothing to do with War Commander. He does War Commander Rogue Assault. He's in a totally different branch, but they asked him to come in there to help keep an eye on the Discord to help sort out questions and problems.
It's Troy who does the wiki.
Troy does the wiki.
Troy, is it?
Yeah. Chris does it works for, but and he's a moderator. Troy's a moderator.
Anyway, point is, they all jump in
Oh, they
Discord
jumped in there and
every time it's a fan.
they took lumps this last couple months that we would have never seen. Our old service Salaka would have been in the cave hiding somewhere. Don't burn me. Wrong thinking. Honestly, we would not see him for a couple months. And not only did they take their lumps, they're out there playing Warpath with us.
Yeah.
And they're taking lumps out there. And they're joking. Matter of fact, when I ran into Storm, it was funny as shit. He was just having a good time killing my fucking buggies. He was letting us ride in the base, but he kept on killing my fucking buggy because he could.
I did see that log, by the way. I thought I was quite amused.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny. He was actually talking. He was being polite for the whole thing. And
he was having a good time. I wish he could have attacked my base. Oh, God, I wanted him to attack my base.
Somebody's echoing. Sorry, guys. We got an echo somewhere.
I'm looking for it, as a matter of fact.
Damn it.
I don't know where it is.
Stop now.
But I'll be honest, it was a good time, and I give them a massive credit for it. I just wish that we could get them on a show. Not on the side chat, because they've been on side chats. They're watching right now. I know that for a fact.
They're on all the shows on the side chat. I
wish we could get them to be on a show. I give them mad props for what they're doing. All of them. Even Golden Doodle, some of the stuff I don't agree with how he says it, but I know what he means.
I like him. His sense of humor is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Sam Chris is not management. He is actually Rogue Assault. He's made that quite clear several times. Made that quite clear in Discord several times.
There are two different Chris's.
Well, the one that was in there when Infamy got reset was the one from
CM Chris from Rogue Assault. Kickside Chris is management, and you will never see Kickside Chris in a public place.
Well, that's why I keep saying CM Chris, not Kickside Chris. CM Chris was in Discord. And he's jumped over to help out with War Commander. Never mind. That's Kickside Chris, Dark Shadows, not CM Chris. Two different people. Two. Yeah, two different people.
Echo. Again.
Yeah. All right, let's get ready to close this out and do shout outs, and let's move on before somebody hurts themselves. Hydra, let's give it your shout outs.
I want to say thank you to the panel. Thank you for YouTube from watching. And looking forward to finishing out Warpath tonight. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Very good. Very good. I just put him in a timeout. I couldn't handle the headache no more because he wanted to argue just because he wants to argue.
You know what? I was halfway through typing in the side chat. Just give him a timeout.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Me.
Okay, let's go to Killer B.
Shout out to YouTube, the panel, everybody watching. Shout out to Quick because he was nice way to give away some Facebook cards or money. I wasn't paying attention to.
He gave out for all the ones in the United States. He sent it straight to them. All the ones that are, if anybody want it outside the U.S., he will get them a Facebook card. That's how he always works it, and yeah, that's awesome of him to do it.
So he didn't have to. Thank you. Also, shout out to Kicksai for adjusting things for people like me, level 51's a little bit higher, because actually this is my best Warpath, and I've done everything on Air Panini only, and I'm going to continue it that way.
Okay.
That's it.
Killer Queen.
Well, everybody have a great week. Always good seeing everybody, even on a different show, different channel. I'm glad we're getting information out there to everyone, however we go about doing it. Always good hanging out with this crazy lot on the Situation Room. You're a bunch of fucking nutbags.
Right.
Everybody have a great weekend. Good luck with your Warpath. Hope you get the amount of honor you want, or just say fuck it and go do the 500 other things that Kickstarter put on the map for us to do.
No shit.
She said bag.
Okay, Nutcracker.
Well,
Shout out.
all right. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody that watched last Thursday. If you pissed your pants, don't blame me.
Oh, we're blaming you, goddamn. If you missed it, he was loaded. And now I'm not talking about his base. I'm talking about him.
I was in hospital at that point. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that show.
Oh, you need to. I was fucking so drunk you wouldn't believe.
Oh, I fell out of my chair.
I actually thought Killer Queen did fall out of her chair at one point because, well, she
had to mute herself.
She had to mute herself because I think she was picking herself up off the floor.
No, I think she pissed her pants.
Oh, is that what it was?
Whoa, wasn't that serious? But I did laugh my ass off. I did have tears. Wow, great speculations. I love it.
It was funny.
It was a fun show too. Vince McMahon, please, your shout outs.
Appreciate you having me on the show, same as always. And the usual stuff, just fuck off. Good night.
Socrates, your shout out, sir. And once again, a big thank you to all the people for all you do for the people. Not only does he do gift cards from time to time, if you're in his sector, he'll go out of his way to make sure he helps you. Unless you piss him off, then he'll ignore you, which, well, that's your own fucking fault. Excuse my language. But Socrates, you're up.
Just want to give a shout out to all my hoes out there. I take care of my hoes. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's watching and will watch. And it was fun. Before we leave, it'll be another goal draw.
Then you better start it now, brother.
Nah, I'll save it for the next time.
Oh, save it for the next time? That's always good.
I'll save it for the next show.
88. That's my number, 88.
Well, you're going to be on Thursday's show to put a number in.
That's 69.
No, so far the only one that keeps going 69 is Psycho.
Yeah, he goes in on that 69. One of these days he's gonna hit.
One of these days he's gonna hit it. Yeah.
You gotta blame Google Assistant. She's pulling the numbers.
Ms. Brandy, your shout outs.
I'd like to thank the panel and YouTube for the show and having a good time and just chilling, cutting fool. I really appreciate Storm Chaser. He has absolutely been awesome this week and everything that he's been trying to work on and fix and helping improve what's been going on the maps and answering questions. And she's just been totally awesome this week. I wish everybody at Kickside would be like that. It would be awesome. And Dr. Phil, I hope you're feeling better.
At some point. It'll take a little while.
No, she doesn't. She wants to say fuck off.
No, that's your job.
That's my shout out.
All right. Huntsman.
Yeah. The man himself turns out right at the end.
My shout out goes to the panel. Mead points to all of you. To the YouTube channel. To Storm Chaser. Roy, the rest of the AVA clan. That's about it.
Okay, that brings it to me. Big shout out to Storm Chaser. I know you're always watching. You might not always talk because you might be fighting somebody. By the way, I smoked you, sir.
Way to politely give you a shout out, Roy. Oh, thanks for coming.
Then I told my whole clan how to do it, and even the level 39 smashed you.
Hey, he just posted in YouTube.
Even the 39 smashed him. He was in the chat. He was in the Discord with us going, I want to take a shot. I think I can get him. And he sure the heck got you. I definitely think I wanted to give a big shout out to Socrates once again. Now, he has done a lot for me personally. even when I get frustrated with the game and frustrated with people in the game, it makes it fun. Lately, you've been MIA in the Discord and Hangout, but we're going back to our Hangouts so you can be in there bitching me out some more. I want to give a shout out to the rest of the panel for showing up. Miss Hillary, wherever you went to as well. And I wanted to remind everybody, hit the like button, subscribe to the page, subscribe to the channel. And remember, we're here just for fun. Keep your personal lives, personal drama, high hole running about people you don't know nothing about out of the game, and let's just enjoy the damn game.
And don't
That's what
piss
it's
me
all
off.
about. Otherwise, you're going to get fired.
Out of a cannon into the sun.
So, on that note, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thanks once again for everybody for coming out.